Today, I'm going to talk about periods. Now listen, ladies, I get it. It's tough going through this every single month. As a nutritionist and a life coach, I struggle with this myself. Even though I feel like I've got my diet figured out, it just seems like every month something completely different happens. But it doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. There are certain things you can do to balance your hormones, but you really must consider how your body changes throughout your cycle. You can start doing that by tracking your cycle. If you're not tracking your cycle, it's going to be really difficult to find patterns. And what I noticed, and I don't know if you guys noticed this too, in the luteal phase, I start getting really irritable. I start getting really hungry, completely normal. You're not really feeling super playful. You're not feeling super energetic. It's more about just eating and preparing for a pregnancy potentially. Now, your body doesn't know that you're not pregnant yet, so it's trying to get all the nutrients in. You might even feel like a bit of a nesting sort of period where you just want to cuddle up and surround yourself with all the familiar things. And everyone does this differently. So it's really important to self-care and do some nurturing with yourself when it comes to the luteal phase, especially the day before your cycle. I notice the day before, I can always tell that it's happening the next day because I'm feeling so on edge. I get triggered by so many things super easily. Our stomachs feel like a bottomless pit. We're eating all the time. We might not even be sleeping that well, or we might want to sleep all the time. There are certain things you can do. Magnesium is something that is very important for women, especially with making hormones. Magnesium also helps with muscle contractions. A really good form of magnesium is magnesium glycinate. I would personally stay away from magnesium oxide purely because the absorption is not really as high. You can also try magnesium malate or magnesium threonate, and it actually helps to go past the blood-brain barrier into your brain. So it's not only calming for your body, but also your nervous system, which I'm sure we could all do in that part of our cycle. Apart from magnesium, it's really important to do some stretches. I personally love to do mobility work. I've been really getting into doing balancing and stabilizing sort of work. I recently injured my ankle, and that really taught me about the importance of balance in the body. Now that I'm healing, I'm not just focusing on strength training. I dedicate some days purely for mobility and balance. We can also obviously increase our water intake and make sure that we're hydrated, but not to the point where we're overhydrating ourselves to the point where we're dehydrating ourselves. Another thing we can do, focus on sleep. Make sure that you're sleeping at a really good time. Don't be staying up past midnight. Don't be staying up even past 10 p.m. if you really want to get into that deep cycle of sleep. Listening to your body and working with the cycles, and cycle syncing is all about adaptation. You don't want to stay the same throughout your whole cycle because your body's not the same throughout your cycle. So sustaining the same habits is going to be challenging. Find out where you're at in your cycle. That way you can adapt to where you're at. Let's start syncing with our cycles rather than working against them.